one for year 2026. This is opt out of New York State codes enforcement. Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Supervisor Reuter, Supervisor Wicks. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, carried. Okay.
All right, we will jump into our resolutions today.
Do you want to do public comment?
Oh yeah, let's do public comment.
Is there any public comment on the agenda items? Anything on the list? Thank you, sir. Okay.
See that,
No.
Mark? We were correcting him. He just corrected me.
Now, Em.
See that?
Now we're even.
Oh, we're even. Now we're going to start a tally. I got you for roll call. All right. Jumping into our resolutions today, we are pulling resolution number 1, the resolution of appreciation. So we're skipping right into our Government Operations Committee preferred agenda. This is resolutions number 2 through 9, and number 7 we are going to put into the regular agenda. So at this time, Committee Chairman Pete Walrow, would you like to give your committee update?
Yes. Just make sure everyone notes that we knew Madison County is a great place to work, but now we have people that aren't going to follow through with their retirement. They're going to continue to work. That's the first one I ever remember see where they canceled their recognition moment. So, yes, we did set another record for the length of our government operations meeting. I think one thing that the committee has found is we can kind of judge how fast we're going by the amount of percentage of snacks that Supervisor Kimball gets through, and that was about a quarter of her snacks. So, Supervisor Samso won the gold star for knowing the answer to the compliance tip of the month. So great job, Supervisor Samso. So, and we do have a few resolutions. There's a couple here. There's 2 that are in regards to compliance or HIPAA, upgrades. We have a couple with the health, with the agreement with PROACT, our Excelis plan, employee benefit fund, creating intern positions in district attorney's office, and number 8 on your list is reclassifying positions in the Office of Emergency Management. I'd just like to speak to that. It sounds pretty mundane that we're going to reclassify some positions, but this would be EMTs moving into a paramedic, finishing up their paramedics class. And for those of us that have been here through the start of this training program, I think this is a moment of great satisfaction and effort, and the dedication that we're putting providers that are saving lives on our out in our communities, and just a great moment, and really proud of everything that we've accomplished in EMS. So I would move those resolutions for adoption and entertain a second from Supervisor Kinville. All in favor? Roll call. Roll call. Roll call. Oh, roll call. We got to do. I'm sorry.
See,
Now,
all right,
now you're
2
ahead of
to
me.
1. Yes.
Mark's been telling me to move along the whole time.
We're under pressure here.
I'm sorry.
Vosberg,
Yes.
Wicks,
Yes.
Jones, Walrod,
Aye.
Kruger,
Yes.
Carville,
Yes.
Samso,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Reuter,
Aye.
Stokes, Stepanski,
Yes.
Davio, Kavanaugh, Roberts, Kinville, Henderson,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
Rieger. 1,456 votes in favor. Resolutions pass.
Okay.
All right, our Finance, Ways and Means Committee preferred agenda. This is number 10 through 12 in your packet. Committee Chair Rieger, would you like to give your update, please?
Yes, thank you, Emily. Just a quick update, a couple of things that we briefly touched on in the committee of the whole. But first wanted to thank Luann Randall and her team for the completion of the reports with the AFR reporting by the end of April. And just so many of you know in your own townships, but that is a tremendous amount of work and great team effort, and well done, Luann, to you and your team. So, and then also Mark had mentioned, I met with Cindy briefly this morning, but the sales tax distributions is up significantly. And just to kind of put it in perspective, that through March 6th, we were actually in the negative compared to last year. but the last 2 weeks in particular, we're up over 10% and then over 14% compared to the year prior, putting us up 4.71% compared to last year. So that is significant, and it was a record-breaking receipts as far as that is concerned. Also wanted to give a shout out to our county clerk, Mike Kevel, and their entire team for the record-breaking Donate for Life campaign and fundraiser. So very well done, and what a great effort you guys put in. I think each year it is growing, and it really is a tremendous organization to be raising funds for. So thank you, Mike, to you and your team. We have three resolutions in front of us for our preferred agenda. I just wanted to briefly touch on them. The first is in regards to the multidisciplinary team. So Social Services has always received state aid for the Child Advocacy Center, and New York State reached out and they were not able to and will no longer support that. So thanks to Cindy and her team making some budget adjustments and working through this, they were able to take the $130,000 from where it was in DSS, making that a net zero for DSS, but shifting it into the sheriff's budget. And there was funding in the correctional facilities line for this to come out with. The important part is that it would not hit the contingency budget. Then the second agenda is just the semi-annual mortgage tax report, and there's the table in there for each of you to see. And this is obviously where the funds were drawn from with the mortgage tax for each of our districts. And that is the disbursement table for those. And the last one I'm going to completely oversimplify, but I just wanted to thank again our county clerk, Mike Kevel, for his efforts in fighting to have a change from with the New York State formula of how we are dispersing the gap elimination funds, and where there was money that was being withheld by the state, but Mike was able to get more for our county. And the county in turn is going to distribute that to the towns and villages. In the resolution, you'll see the table with how those funds are distributed. So thank you again, Mr. Kevel. Mr. Chairman, I move those resolutions for adoption.
You have a second, please? Second by Supervisor Samsel. Roll call.
Wicks,
Yes.
Jones,
Aye.
Walrod,
Aye.
Kruger,
Yes.
Carvel,
Yes.
Samsel,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Ruder,
Aye.
Stokes, Stepanski,
Yes.
Davio,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, Roberts, Kinville, Henderson,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
Rieger,
Aye.
Fosberg.
Yes.
1,456 votes in favor. Resolutions pass. All right, our Criminal Justice Public Safety Committee resolutions preferred agenda. This is 13 through 16 in your packet. Committee Chairman Vosberg, would you please speak to your resolutions?
Yes. Just one side note, out at NISAC, I met this gentleman, Brad McDowell, who is part of the bus patrol. I think it's an epidemic in this county throughout the state. People are passing stop school buses. So we had the sheriff in here, and the chairman, the vice chair, my full committee met this through Zoom. The issue is it's very expensive, but this Ronnie Jackson I've been in touch with probably for the last year at least, a bus driver out of Chattanooga. He sends me videos all the time. These cars go screaming past his bus. So there are some other options. The undersheriff, Jim Quattrone, is looking at a different outfit perhaps. Perhaps I talked to Sam before he started, more awareness. There is awareness out there. They've been doing that. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to keep pushing this ball forward because it's very important before one of our young people get run over by some idiot that's passing a stop school bus. So now on to the resolutions. The first one involves just tightening up the policy on a controlled substance. They had a little issue in EMS and decided to relook at that. So they just made a clear policy on how to waste controlled substance policy. Second one is appointing somebody to the Traffic Safety Board, and it's actually Lucas Dowslin, which works down to Deputy Fire Coordinator for the county. Next one is for multi-med billing, which we've been using. It's been a very successful relationship. And then the last one is agreement with Oneida Indian Nation for our jail services. Obviously, they enforce the law over there. They got no place to house these people that they arrest. And that's been a policy in the past. So we're just renewing a policy with Oneida Indian Nation for our jail services. Any questions? Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Thank you, Supervisor Bosberg. Second on those resolutions. Second from Supervisor Kimball. Roll call.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Kruger.
Yes.
Carvel.
Yes.
Samsel.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter. Stokes. Stepanski.
Yes.
Davio. Kavanaugh. Roberts. Kinville. Henderson. Corbin.
Yes.
Rieger. Vosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
1,456 votes in favor. Resolutions pass. We will go into our Highway Buildings and Grounds Committee preferred agenda resolutions, number 17 through 20 in your packet. Committee Chair Corbin, could you please speak?
Just to follow up a little bit on what Rex said, Madison Central School last week had a pickup that hit the back of a bus and just moved it. You wouldn't believe the distance it moved it. It smashed the truck. And there was a student that was going to be loading. If he hadn't hit the bus, would have hit the student. So it's just unreal how people can, I mean, if you can't see a school bus, you shouldn't be driving. But that's my opinion. On the highway, we have 4 resolutions. An agreement with Onondaga County pertaining to the Peck Road Bridge, an agreement with Chemung Supply Corporation for guardrail installation service, and an agreement with Dulamite Products Incorporated for hot mix asphalt. That price is $3,207,893, which is in the budget. And an agreement with Tioga Construction Company for the replacement of Middleport Bridge over Payne Brook. And any questions? Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Thank you, Supervisor Corbin. Second, Supervisor Bosberg. Roll call.
Walrod.
Aye.
There you go. You started it, you see. Kruger.
Yes.
Carvel.
Yes.
Samsel.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter. Stokes. Stepanski.
Yes.
Davio. Kavanaugh. Roberts. Kinville. Henderson. Corbin.
Yes.
Rieger.
Aye.
Vosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Aye.
Jones. 1,456 votes in favor. Resolutions pass. Next, we'll do just some committee updates before we jump into the regular agenda. If we can start with Committee Chair Kavanaugh for our Health and Human Services Committee.
Good morning. Thank you. Yep. As you mentioned, there's no resolutions for today's meeting. Out of mental health, Director Cook reported that in 2025, all of our school sites in the Madison County Mental Health Department served almost 32,000 sessions for 1,360 adults and 943 children, as well as ending the year generating revenue. So that is proving its worth. Out of the Veterans Agency, Director Raymer reported their department served a total of 512 clients for the month of March, and they just held their 6th annual Veterans Awareness Hike, Bike, Run, Walk this past Saturday with a nice crowd despite the weather. Out of public health, we just heard the results of the code study with a lot of good information, a lot of food for thought. Also reported that the Community Block Grant Award was received and the proposal has been submitted, waiting on the state to execute the contract. And our public health is one of 10 departments selected nationally for a 5-month training revolving around overdose prevention programs. Out of social services, as Kyle mentioned, there was a budget mod due to the loss of some state funding that was being used for child advocacy. And Commissioner Prevost reported that they will continue to monitor the daycare situation to eliminate that daycare wait list. And lastly, out of Youth Bureau, Director Lewis reported that the New Visions Government Law and Public Administration Program final presentations will be taking place May 19th through the 21st in the Chamber's office, and they are already recruiting for next year's class. Any questions? Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, next we'll have Committee Chairwoman During for our Solid Waste Recycling Committee, please.
Good morning. We received a lot of updates for the first quarter with tonnage flow control, landfill infrastructure projects, recycling and compost program updates. Madison County 4-H teamed up with Lincoln's 4-H group for a tour of the landfill. And I would like to take a second to thank Michaela and the rest of the team for an excellent tour. And as always, I still managed to learn something new, which, by the way, FYI, egg cartons are not recyclable. Styrofoam and the paper ones.
Mm-hmm. See, look at that.
I know,
Who
right?
knew?
I didn't know, but now we all know. We had discussions on 2 resolutions continuing and expanding the county's 2026 community cleanup program, including free disposal tonnage for towns, villages, and the city of Oneida for community cleanup efforts and litter prevention initiatives. And we also discuss the seeker resolution related to the proposal modification of the Madison County landfill annual tonnage limit, determining the action would not have a significant adverse environmental impact, which we will be pulling from today's agenda and we'll be presenting at next month's meeting after we have some discussions with the DEC. And that's all I have today.
All right, and last but not least, we have our Planning Committee Chair, Mr. Wicks. Could you speak, please?
Thank you. Good morning. A few updates.
Thank you, Joe. Okay.
Perfect. Real quick. Just a few updates.
He has no questions.
The summer youth program is being delayed as of now because of the state budget. We're waiting for that. Obviously, a lot of us are on other things as well. The IDA, as Mark said earlier, received 18 responses for the economic development strategy update, which was amazing, I thought. And then it was awarded to Camoin Associates, which was the winning firm. Looking forward to more on that as that moves forward. Corner Cooperative Extension did receive some funding for busing for local youth for the county fair, which is exciting. Tourism did have their annual meeting, despite being held in the town of Eden at Ray Brothers. It was really well attended, and their annual report is out and has been completed and sent out, like I mentioned. PCD has completed the selection awardees for the micro enterprise grant. And then in addition to that, Ray Brothers was recently awarded an SBDC Small Business Award, which is exciting because it is in the town of Eden. And then last but not least, a presentation on options to improve water quality at the Old Erie Canal was held back on May 4th in Canastota, and it was well attended. I do have also resolution in the regular agenda. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Joe.
All right, so we'll move on to our regular agenda. Resolution number 21 is a resolution modifying the county's local community cleanup program in the year 2026. This is Melissa Derwing, Chairwoman, Solid Waste Recycling Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Second, by Mayor Supervisor Kavanaugh. That's an all in favor, right? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, carried. 22.
We are going to pull resolution 22 as Supervisor During had previously mentioned. So moving on to resolution number 23, acknowledging the introduction of proposed local law number 2 for the year 2026 and calling for a public hearing. This is Supervisor Wicks, Committee Chairman of Planning Committee.
Mr. Vice Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Entertain a second on this motion. Supervisor Kruger. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried.
Next, we have resolution number 24 is adopting local law number 1 for the year 2026. This is Lauren Corbin, Chairman, Highway Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Second from Supervisor Dabio. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Okay, and we're coming back to resolution number 7. This is authorizing chairman to renew an agreement with the Guardian Life Insurance Company for fully insured disability administration services. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, GOC Committee.
Move this resolution for adoption. Second is Supervisor Bosberg. And need to move the, you wanna talk about it first.
Sure. Yeah. The company has asked us to change the term of this agreement to align it with the other insurance policies we have. So we would change the term in the 1, 2, 3, 4th resolution, whereas paragraph from ending on June 30th, 2027 to ending on January 1st, 2028. So the term renewal period would be July 1st, 2026 through January 1st, 2028. That's the only change that would happen with this agreement, and that would align it with all the other insurance policies so they'd all renew at the same time. So I'm asking that you amend that.
Any questions on that? I'd make a motion to move that resolution as amended.
That,
No, you gotta
first
make
we
the
move the
amendment
No, I
amendment.
gotta move the amendment. Yeah. So move that and motion on that. Is that just a roll? Is that a
No,
roll
we
call
got to get a second on the amendment,
from Kai?
Okay.
Second on,
and then all in favor.
okay. All in favor on that motion then on the amendment? Aye.
Now.
Opposed?
And now we'll
Mhm.
make a motion on the resolution as amended.
That always gets me. Okay.
That's why we're here.
Motion on the resolution as amended. Supervisor Reuter, Supervisor Samsel, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Perfect.
Very
Perfect.
good.
Thank you.
Well done, Pete.
Woohoo!
I've done that before and done it the same way, made the same mistakes.
All right. All good.
So anything, any other public comment on the, everybody signed up back there?
Can someone check the sheet if we have anyone signed up for public comment?
Is there-
No one? Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, so we have, just want to follow up on Supervisor Kavanaugh's report with the Veterans Awareness Walk. I was able to participate in that. There was Chairman Cunningham, Supervisor Samsel attended, several of our board staff and team. It was really it was a rainy day, but I didn't notice. And really good day for a walk, a good day for a visit. I would really encourage everyone, if you've worked with Ron Raymer or been around Ron Raymer, the passion that he brings to that position is evident. And, John Reagan from facilities, as I walked out, there's a lady thanking John Reagan that he was a lifesaver and he, couldn't have done it without him. And our team pulled together on a Saturday morning and it was a really good moment. And I would really encourage you to put down the second Saturdays, reserve it in your calendar and try to participate if you can another year because Ron Raymer's team definitely pulls together and they definitely deserve the support. Thank you. Good and a great cause. So, okay. So featured
last but not least,
presentation.
yep, we have our Town of Lincoln presentation today. So Jen's going to get that going and then take it away.
Jen, let me know when. Go ahead. Good. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. I was told that I have to keep this presentation somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. So I'm going to be quick because I'm under that. But honestly, it does seem like it's a lot of time until you try to explain everything that makes your town special in just a few slides. And honestly, I could probably talk about Lincoln for hours. And I did go back and forth. I did go back and forth on what to do and what to showcase. I was going to interview residents, youth, local businesses. I was even going to do a full immersive 360 tour, which you'll see some of the pictures look really big or really long. That's because they were in 360. But then I remembered some of my friends here don't have smartphones. So we didn't do that. So instead, I wanted to focus something a little bit more personal, and which is my why. Why I'm here representing the town of Lincoln, why I care so deeply about our community, why my family chose Lincoln to call home, and why so many of us continue working hard to preserve what makes small town rural life so special. So along the way, I'll sprinkle in a few fun facts, some history, a little community pride, and hopefully give you a glimpse into why I'm incredibly proud to call Lincoln my home. Uh-oh. There we go. I feel like I'm at home with the remote. We chose Lincoln because it gave us something that felt harder and harder to find: space to breathe, room to grow, and a lifestyle that felt truly grounded and authentic. It was also a perfect location for our family, situated right between Jason's upbringing in the Syracuse area and mine in the Mohawk Valley, allowing us to stay connected to both our families while creating a place of our own to call home. We wanted our children to grow up connected to nature, to know where their food comes from, to explore creeks and trails, to get dirty, work hard, and appreciate the simple things that matter the most. And Lincoln gave us that opportunity to build that life. Here, adventures right in your backyard. Neighbors know each other, families still gather around bonfires, help one another, and take pride in where they live. For us, Lincoln isn't where we live. It's where we are building memories, traditions, and roots that we hope our children carry with them for the rest of their lives. And while the world continues to move faster and faster, Lincoln reminds us there is still value in slowing down, staying connected, and protecting the rural character and community spirit that makes this town so special. This photo here is from our engagement photos. Long before I even had a hint of thought of being involved with the town or anything like that. That's actually on in front of Jim Mason's house on the hill on Oxbow, looking over. And then our wedding day, right at Wolf Oak Acres. And then before we move on to talk about where Lincoln is going, I thought it was important to understand where we came from. The town of Lincoln was officially established in 1896 after separating from the town of Lenox, making us one of the younger towns in Madison County. Even though the area itself has deep agricultural and historical roots that go back much further. Like many rural communities in New York, Lincoln was built through farming, hard work, and generations of farming families who valued land, independence, and community. Agriculture still plays a huge role in our identity today, from dairy farms to roadside stands, hobby farms, and small family operations. Many people also don't realize that Clarkville was once home to several small industries tied directly to agricultural, including one of my favorite foods, a local cheese factory. At one point, the hamlet also included gristmills, sawmills, wagon and furniture factories, and even patented agricultural equipment being developed locally. It's a reminder that agriculture here has always been connected to innovation, entrepreneurship, and community. Let me see what we've got next. Oh, this is what the town looks like now. But one of the things I love most about Lincoln is while we continue to grow and evolve, we still hold on to the character and values that shaped this town in the first place. And Lincoln is home to incredible views overlooking Oneida Lake, rolling farmlands, and some of the most beautiful sunsets you'll find in Madison County, although I'm slightly biased. And I've got pictures of that coming up, I think. No, I lied. I don't have that next, but we'll jump back to that. I think that blend of history, agriculture, resilience, innovation, and community is really what makes Lincoln special. And then there's our new town building that we moved into 2018. In a rural town like Lincoln, our highway department does far more than maintain roads. They help keep daily life running for us. From responding to storms and maintaining drainage systems to repairing roads, clearing snow, and handling unexpected emergencies, their work impacts residents every single day. Most people don't think about the amount of work that goes into keeping a rural town functioning until there's a snowstorm at 2 a.m. or heavy rain washing out the ditch. And they do this all with a very small crew, which makes the amount of work that they accomplish even more impressive. In small towns, employees often wear multiple hats, adapt quickly, and step in wherever needed to keep things moving. Living in central New York also means dealing with everything from harsh winters to heavy rain and seasonal wear on infrastructure, and our crews work year-round to keep the town safe, accessible, and functioning. It's demanding work that happens behind the scenes, but it's one of the most essential services our town provides. And we have pictures of our crew and our highway superintendent, and they like to take their pictures like my family and my husband, where they don't want to get together and smile like a good group. So this is them working. That's the best I got. And then here we'll do a glimpse of Lincoln. This is the baby bald eagles that were down the street from my house that I captured. I want to say it was last year on my way to the county for one of our meetings. This is just some of our scenery off of Seaber Road. Sunflower field, obviously. Oh, it's tough to see it. There's a double rainbow here over our highway garage. This is one of the 360s pictures that I started taking in the fall. This is at, where was I? Oxbow Falls, looking out, and you can't see it there, but if you look close enough, you can see Oneida Lake from there. And then this is a picture of myself at the landfill on top of one of our cells looking down at the highway department and our town hall. And then some beautiful sunsets. And Timmerman Road in the fall. And of course, cows. One of the things that makes Lincoln so special is the way our community continues to show up for one another through local events. Over the last several years, we have seen community involvement continue to grow. The Quarry brought back its Community Day this year. Our annual Fall Fest continues to expand each year with more activities, vendors, and participation. And events like our Easter egg hunt with the Rowe Family Bike Giveaway, tree lighting, and Cookies with Santa continue to grow each year. Many of these events are successful because of the collaboration throughout the community. We regularly team up with our volunteer fire department to help bring these events together. And their willingness to support community activities in addition to the emergency services they already provide says a lot about the kind of people that we have in Lincoln. We're also incredibly fortunate to have an active church, local businesses, and residents who consistently step up to volunteer their time and energy. In small towns, those connections matter, and those connections don't happen without people getting involved. 4-H has also made a comeback in Lincoln, and it's become an important part of our community. community connection for families, including my own. It gives kids the opportunity to learn leadership, agriculture, responsibility, creativity, and community service while creating friendships and experiences that will carry them on for years. To me, these events represent the heart of Lincoln. They bring people together, strengthen relationships, and remind us that rural communities thrive when people continue investing in one another. And these are some of our 4-Hers planting trees at the town hall. And some of our little road trips that we went on. This was from the other day, going to the landfill and actually climbing the landfill. Callahan's. Cookies with Santa. And then top left is the Fall Fest and our legendary stone dust pile, which, as you can see, it's a huge hit. And then at the bottom, it's just a video of our Fall Fest, some of the events the fire department puts on, and our church. The fish fry, I don't typically eat fish. However, their French fries, best French fries in the world. And their chicken barbecue, out of this world. And these are just some of the businesses that we have, because we do have a mix of businesses from farms, skilled trades, entrepreneurs that help keep our rural economy strong, from contractors, small family businesses, to roadside stands, honey producers, and home-based operations. Small businesses continue to play an important role in our community. We are also very fortunate to have a growing Amish community whose craftsmanship, agricultural, roadside stands, and local businesses contribute greatly to the character and economy of Lincoln. Their presence is an important part of our rural landscape, and just a reminder of the value of hard work, tradition, and self-sufficiency. And together, these businesses and families help to make Lincoln unique and a vibrant place to live. Earth Day has become another meaningful way our community comes together to take pride in Lincoln, from cleaning up roadsides and parks to helping care for local cemeteries and public spaces. Residents of all ages volunteer their time to help keep our town beautiful. It's also a simple reminder that the small acts of our community involvement can make a big difference, and that takes care of the place that and taking care of the place that we call home is something we all share responsibility for. Oh, that's loud. Oh, it's a little bit longer, but it's kind of tough to have pictures and a video of cleaning up the cemetery. So we had some upbeat music, and this was on our Facebook page. There was a cute picture, Dave, for you in there of Maverick picking up. Another piece of Lincoln's story that we're incredibly proud to preserve is our connection with the abolition movement and the fight for human rights. In October of 1835, nearly 100 abolitionists traveled the Oxbow Road through Clockville on a 9-mile journey to Peterborough for the very first meeting of the New York State Anti-Slavery Society. That route connected directly to the Garrett Smith Estate, which would later become one of the most important abolition centers in the country. This marker represents far more than a sign along the road. It officially recognizes Lincoln's place in New York State's history and helps preserve a story that could have easily been forgotten over time. It also highlights the importance of local historical preservation and the incredible work of our town historian, David Sadler, whose research and dedication helped make this marker possible. And for the very first time, Lincoln's history is now permanently recognized through a William G. Pomeroy Foundation historical marker, reminding us that even small rural communities can have an important impact on the larger story of our country. As Lincoln continues to grow and evolve, one of our goals has always been finding a way to support residents while still preserving the rural character that makes our town special. Oh, we're going to skip through these. We're going to come back. One of the examples is our new hobby farm law. Instead of restricting agriculture, the purpose of the law was actually to encourage and support small-scale farming opportunities, including allowing hobby farms on some residential properties where they previously were not permitted. The goal was to create a balanced approach that supports sustainability, local food production, education, and rural living, while also providing reasonable guidelines that help protect neighboring properties and maintain community standards. And we recognize that more families are looking to reconnect with agriculture, raise animals responsibly, garden, and become more self-sufficient. And we wanted our local laws to better reflect the community we are today, while still protecting the rural character that people love about Lincoln. These are our chickens. And I did 2 slides of goats for everyone. One just with babies. If I had a baby, I would have brought it in. We don't. And then we're going to ignore all these, and I'm going to go back here. Where am I? All right, so these are county parks, Oxbow Falls Park, and we also have a disc golf course. This is the kids out exploring. Maverick's floating in there, and this is the reason I'll never get a pool, unfortunately. Playing in the mud. This is one of our trails. And at the end of the day, why does all of this matter? Why do we spend the time preserving history, supporting local farms and businesses, organizing community events, maintaining roads, updating local laws, and investing in the future of our town? Because Lincoln is home. It's where families are raised, traditions are built, and memories are made. It's where kids learn to work hard, explore outdoors, and grow up connecting to something bigger than themselves. And for many of us, Lincoln represents a way of life that still values community, resilience, independence, and connection, not just to each other, but to the land itself. And while we continuing moving forward and planning for the future, I think it's important to never lose sight of what makes the town of Lincoln so special in the first place. Lincoln's greatest strength has never been its size. It's the people who continue to invest their hearts into our community every single day. And because in the end, Lincoln isn't just where we live, it's where we call home. Thank you. I did have music with this too, but we couldn't get it to come over.
Very nice, Melissa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Come before the committee. All set? Motion to adjourn. Roll call. Motion from Joe. Need a second on that one from Supervisor Samsel. Thank you. We're adjourned. Good.